Happy New Year! You made it into 2018. Congratulations. This is Mike Nickel, your host and CEO and founder of penniesgrow.com. That's PENNIESGROW.com. Your number one site for free financial and life tips. All right, so we're going to dive right in. Today, we will be discussing the number one thing that you can do to make your dreams a reality, to make your goals come to fruition. And what's the number one thing that you can do that people don't do? And they know it, but they don't do it. You know, it's take action, simply taking action. So sure, you can set goals. Sure, you can manage your time wisely. Sure, you can be disciplined. Sure, you can do all these things, right? But if you don't take action, it doesn't matter. That's the number one thing that I honestly believe that you can do. All right, through all my knowledge and all my information and all the books that I read and all the mentors that I speak to, you have to take action on your goals to make them come to fruition. All right, so there's going to be three things that we discuss, and three things when you're taking action on your goals that you have to keep in mind, that we all have to keep in mind in order to make our dreams become a reality. All right, so the first thing we're going to discuss is goal setting. All right, so I'm going to write it right here, goal setting. And I recommend that you write it down. So get out a piece of paper, pause the video. All right, write this down because this is extremely important and this is going to help you make your goals a reality in 2018. All right, so goal setting. So when you're setting goals for yourself, now remember, this is a financial channel, but you can use what I'm going to teach you today in every aspect of your life. And there's 7 categories that we all need to set goals in. All right, so the first category is going to be financial. So you're going to save money. The second category is spiritual. Maybe that's reading your Bible or growing closer to God. The third category is fitness. Maybe you want to lose 20 pounds. The fourth category is educational. So maybe you want to read 1 book per month. Excellent goal. That's my goal right now for reading, for educational. All right, family. So family, maybe you want to see your family once a week. And if you're long distance, maybe you want to call them once a week. All right, so career. Maybe you want to get that raise that you've been excited about. Or maybe you want to a promotion or take an advance, a new opportunity. Okay, so make sure you set goals in those 6 categories. All right, and then you need to make sure also that your goals are smart. You need to make sure you have SMART goals. And what that stands for is strict. So let's say the goal is to save $200 more monthly, right? So what it means to have SMART goals, it needs to be specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be achievable, it needs to be relevant, and it needs to be time sensitive. So if your goal is to save an extra $200 per month, that means it's specific, right? You want to save. If you just say, oh, I want to save more money, it's not going to happen. I promise you. You have to say, I'm going to save $200 a month. That's specific. Then it needs to be measurable. 200, I can measure it by the end of the month. Either I did it or I didn't. Okay, achievable. So if you know that you can pick up a second job, you know you could do online marketing, you know, anything, whatever you can do to scale your business. So make sure that it's achievable. Okay, and then the next is relevant. So of course, saving money is relevant to all of us. Who doesn't like to save and invest more, right? So that we can create the future that we want. We can create generational wealth. We can do the things that God has put us on this earth to do. So, and the last thing is going to be, it needs to be time sensitive. So if you're like, I'm going to save 200, but you know, I'm not really going to put a goal of time frame on it. No, put a time frame on it. Say I'm going to save 200 per week, every 2 weeks, every month. Put a time measure on it. Okay, a time frame on it. So again, those categories, and it needs to be SMART goals. All right, so let's move on. The next thing that that's goal setting. You got to take action. You got to set goals. The next, you got to write your goals down. Something about writing goals down makes things happen, I promise you. After you set those goals, put them on paper. All right, write down your goals. Write down your goals. So make sure you write them down and read them. All right. There's so many great books out there that tell you, and one's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, where it'll tell you, you got to write down your goals. Write down your goals and read them often. You can read them in the morning when you wake up. You can read them before you go to bed. That's an excellent idea. Okay. The next thing we're going to do to take action appropriately is we're going to have an accountability partner. I know you've heard this before, and I know you know how important it is to have somebody that it could be a friend, it could be a family member, and they say, hey, Mike, hey, John, hey, Susan, hey, Sally, how's that goal going for you? Have you been saving? Have you been hitting the gym? Or have you been partying? Have you been going out? So make sure you get an accountability partner. Accountability partner. All right, so that's it. I have properly equipped you now with the 3 tools that you need to properly take action in 2018. And the number one thing I think people do is they're like, man, well, I don't know exactly. They doubt themselves. And you don't doubt yourself. It doesn't matter if your goals are perfect. It doesn't matter if the way you execute is perfect. Just take action. Just execute. Once you do that, you can figure out the details later. Okay? So set goals, write down your goals, and have an accountability partner. All right? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video from penniesgrow.com. I'm your host, Mike Nickel. All right? So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with a lot more content, at least 1 video a week, for you to properly equip yourself to take control of your life. Okay?